Well, hello! Sad. Best. Good evening. Well, hello! This is a very strange beginning to a stream.
Sad.
Which is completely my fault because I pushed the wrong buttons at the wrong time. And now
good
I'm
evening.
echoing
Well,
back.
hello.
This is a very those hellos and stuff were tests from the setup test that I did. Wait a second. So, welcome to the stream. It wasn't supposed to start yet, but we started. Mute. Oh, we are in voice comm, so I can't hear Arielle, and Arielle can't hear me. That is indeed a problem. Let's check the options. I shouldn't have started the stream yet. Hello, welcome to the stream. The stream wasn't supposed to happen yet, as I've already said, but cancel, confirm. But yes, today we're doing Elite in VR. And the reason we're doing Elite in VR is that we have a special guest coming, and no, we can't hear you. I'm afraid you'll have to switch your microphone. So we're gonna hang out here while Arielle switches their microphone. But this is indeed Elite in VR, and no, this is not flight simulation, so my apologies for everyone who was expecting that. I just like to vary it up a little every now and then. So we're doing space trucking in space and in VR. Arielle is not gonna be on VR. They're gonna help me navigate, and we're gonna do. Arielle is a beginning. Well,
hey.
Hello. I can hear you now.
Yeah, you can hear me now.
Yes, I can hear you now. Arielle is a pretty beginner elite pilot, and I'm not very. I have a lot of hours, but I've just done very mundane things, so I'm not exactly an elite player. See what I did there? But we're gonna run through a 6-jump trading route to generate some income, and Arielle is gonna join us in that chair that you see right now. Although I'm just gonna click a few buttons, get some income, and actually let's shut down that, and let's shut down that, and yes, now we should be set up to do what we want to do. So, what is my computer doing? Very annoying. Okay, so Arielle is gonna monitor the chat and help me navigate and just keep us generally entertained during this. So let's add them in. Oh, fuck's sakes!
That would be nice, yeah.
The annoying thing about Elite is that unless the window is focused, nothing works. And when you're in VR, you never know when the window is actually focused. So that's why I got a bit frustrated. Then invite to crew, and it's for mentoring purposes. And let's look at the chair and see see Arielle appearing out of nowhere. It is not happening yet.
Should be any second now.
There they are. Hello. Arielle is not on VR,
Hello.
but for chatting and navigation purposes. But I'm gonna be on VR so you can get the whole VR experience. And I have no clue how long this route will take us, but we're just gonna go. So, what is the very first destination in our trade route? Or the very first pickup point?
Guire Gateway.
Guire
That's
Gateway. Yes, a Guire Gateway. It's in the same system, so that's where we're gonna go. And we are running the Horizons DLC pack, which means that we are taking off from the surface of a planet which looks brilliant in VR.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, have you
I don't know
tried
if you saw my
it yet?
messages about messing around. Yes, I got it working last night. I spent quite a few hours in VR, like probably 5 hours in VR flying around. I even landed on a planet, no problem.
Oh, so, and then you wonder why you had trouble sleeping afterwards.
Yes.
So anyway, these are the views. And since this is not an airplane, we can fly in this orientation and we're not gonna crash, which is highly unrealistic. But this is not a simulator as such.
Landing gear retracted.
But we have to retract the landing gear. So Arielle is gonna play support both in terms of flying and entertaining the audience, because this is probably gonna take an hour or two, this route. Yeah, please do chat us in the chat. I don't know if we have any viewers because I can't see anything
We have one
else
person
than the game.
watching now, which might be me, because I'm monitoring the chat.
Yes, it's probably you, but I am not.
Oh, we have 2 now.
Yeah, hooray! Welcome, whoever you are. The madness is about to commence. And Arielle is functioning as the gunner because, well, that's the only position you can take. But we don't have any guns.
No. Oh no. Oh no, I think Cosmo just broke something.
Oh no.
Cosmo's my cat. He decided to go rock climbing in my closet and is on a shelf he shouldn't be in. He knocked over something that has glass in it.
Meh.
And now he's on the very top shelf. Oh boy. Well, nothing I can do about that right now.
Yes, that's cats. And we have streaming to do, which is obviously way more important than your precious belongings. Actually, I'm not serious with that, so if you need to go off for a second, that's completely fine.
Yeah, let me take care of him just real quick, because he shouldn't be all... He usually it's fine in the closet, because he's just annoying, but he is on the very top shelf, which is where I keep things I don't want him to break. So I will be right back, like 2 minutes.
And in the meanwhile, we're gonna fly to Aguirre Gateway. Siinä välissä kun Arielle on poissa, niin kuin varmaan huomaattekin, tämän kerran striimi on englanninkielinen, johtuen siitä, että Arielle puhuu englantia. Ehkä joku huomasikin. Ja tosiaan sen takia Arielle opiskelee suomea, me varmaan puhutaan siitäkin, mutta varsinaisesti striimi tänään tulee olemaan englanniksi. jos haluaa viihdyttää Ariellia ja itseään, niin sille voi laittaa suomen kielen sanoja lausuttavaksi. Ja katsoa, että onnistuuko se, koska Arielle tosiaan opettelee suomea. Ja Arielle tulee myös käymään täällä syyskuussa, joten sitten tehdään silleen striimejä, että se istuu vieressä. Mutta täytyy sanoa, että tai ehkä mä puhun englantia, kun mä just sanoin, että tää striimi on englanniksi. Aside from super hot, this is my favorite thing to do in VR because it's very manageable in terms of requirements for the computer, so this works in smooth frame rate even in my underpowered system. And actually in Elite, being in VR helps. It helps you dock, it helps you maneuver, it helps you find where you're going, it helps you do all kinds of things. Welcome back. That...
Sorry, so sorry.
No worries. I was just saying that...
You know, cats, you never quite expect them to do the shit they do.
Yes. But I was just telling the people in the stream that aside from super hot VR, this is my favorite thing to do in VR because, or at least favorite game in VR, because it actually helps you land, dock, navigate. The only problem is the lack of resolution, which means that sometimes you can't exactly read out what you're supposed to read out, and you need to access the panels and stuff. You need to hold your head very still if you don't want to lose the focus on them. And I actually yesterday or when we did this last time, I accidentally like deployed heat sinks because I thought my focus was on a panel, but then it wasn't, and that was no fun. I'm also noticing that my system is not exactly centered, so I need to recalibrate once we land. Actually, there's time. I can do it right now.
Funny enough, didn't really have a problem with that stuff last night. I mean, the resolution was shitty, but I actually pretty much had no problem reading stuff, and also, except for once, I didn't really have too much of a problem focusing on the windows. So I wonder if it's a setting that needs to be changed in terms of the window focusing. Comms menu was probably the most guilty of going away though, because it would be annoying when I was trying to read a message, but the other two I didn't really have a problem with hearing when I didn't want it to.
I just dropped a VR controller. That's like the basic thing you do in VR. You drop the controllers.
It might help though that I can wear I can wear glasses in my headset, but I don't know what your vision is like.
Yeah, that actually probably is helpful because I need glasses to see close.
Then yeah, I don't need glasses to see close, but my astigmatism is what does me in on my VR headset. It's still things are still blurry, even though I'm not wearing glasses right now because I don't need them to look at the computer and stuff. So don't really know why I need them in VR, but I do. I have an Oculus Rift.
Yes, the lesser of the two systems. And I just say that because I have the HTC Vive, although I'm not really invested because this is not mine.
Honestly, I mean, I will admit that the Vive definitely sounds like it has much better tracking and whatnot, but Oculus was a lot cheaper, so
yeah,
that wins for me.
That's probably why it is a lot cheaper. And also, the HTC Vive only uses one USB port, which is convenient.
Yeah, between the 3 sensors and my headset, I need 4 USB ports.
Yeah. This only
So I
uses
only
one
have to get
USB
plugged in
port,
now.
one HDMI port, and then it has its own power, and everything connects either wirelessly or then it connects to the base station. Or the base system.
I also really like the controllers.
What?
The Oculus controllers.
I missed what did you say about the Oculus controllers?
Oh, I like them too.
Oh,
I think
okay.
that I haven't really tried the wands. For all I know, I might prefer the wands, but it seems like most people seem to agree the controllers are a bit better for the Oculus.
Okay.
But I haven't tried the wand, so I can't really say for sure.
Now we're gonna set up for the fastest approach by aligning while we're in FSD drive. That is.
This occurred to me. I wonder if there's a... Sorry.
No, go ahead. You wondered if there's a what?
Oh, if there's options for me to turn on the things you can see. Like, maybe it's a option.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I'm taking a look to see.
I'm concentrating on the
I'm
approach, so
still
that's
in
why I'm not
VR.
speaking very much at the moment. So what we're doing is that we're going on a 6-hop trade route to generate some income. I have loads of money in this game because I have many hours in it, but as I said, Arielle is just beginning their magnificent space journey, so that's why...
I'm taking myself to up to 30...
Up to what?
Like last night during my grinding, I did get up to 384,000 about.
Oh, okay, cool. Grinding in Elite is very lucrative. But what we're doing is that this... I believe that since we're doing a longer thing and or a longer route with several stations, I'm expecting that you'll get a share of about 80,000 from this, but we'll see. It's gonna be about 1.7 million for me, which is actually really bad for for such a long trip, but still.
Scan
So
detected.
we are going to landing 39. One thing I've noticed that since I've been flying flight simulators for so long, even though I don't have to with Elite, I do tend to fly these ships much like I would an airplane. Especially when doing planetary landings and takeoffs, because it just feels so natural to do it kind of in a similar vein. I also like...
I personally take... Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. We have a lag, so if you have something to say, just begin speaking and I'll shut up.
Okay. I am certainly taking advantage of the 3D space, especially since you can't always see on what are they called, terminals, where, you know, they're just already out in space, you don't get to enter it. You don't really know where you are, so I'm usually like in front of where I need to land, so I'll just do some weird 3D maneuvering magicry to just not have to turn around if I was flying it as if I was a plane.
Yeah. So
Joystick really helps with that.
Yeah. This game, as you found out, is not very fun without a joystick.
It really is not. God, again, I thought I was gonna hate it until I started using the joystick. So I'm really glad that I got it sooner rather than later, because the controller is shit. It's shit. It's not fun.
So what are we supposed to buy from here?
We are supposed to buy animal meat.
Animal meat.
112.
Okay.
112 quantities of it.
Yes, that's our. Everything is 112 because that's how much cargo I can carry. So animal meat. Let us find animal.
Not vegetarian-friendly live stream.
Yeah, sorry about that, but it's virtual animals. You know, if I wanted to take guilt in hurting the environment virtually, then I could never fly virtual airplanes because they're not very friendly to the environment. Planes. Okay, we have a cargo full of animal meat. Now, I'll also show people in the live stream that I've visited an engineer, so that I can't show because we can go to outfitting in multi-crew. Never mind, we're just gonna take off. So where are we going?
We are going to the Corte Real Ring.
Hold on, I'm gonna start the galaxy map, and the galaxy map looks very insane in VR.
I do hate how the galaxy map works in VR. Like, even when I take out my mouse, I can't select anything. I have to I have to search if I want to do anything. It's annoying.
That is true. That is an annoying thing about it, but it looks so neat. You can look everywhere, and it's full of stars.
That is true. That is kind of cool.
So, what's the system we're going to?
Corte Real Ring.
How do you spell that?
Oh, CORTE dash real, REAL, and then ring, RING.
Alright. Okay.
I almost forgot how bad lag usually is, because I was going to wait to see when you had the search bar open, but then it occurred to me that was going to take a lot longer then.
What's the station we're going to? No, wait, that was the station. Okay.
It's that's all I see. Oh, wait, is the HIP... Oh, sorry, now I get it. Okay, sorry, the system is HIP 46007.
Yeah, but I found it
I
already.
Apologize.
No worries. We have plotted a course. It's 2 jumps to there, so we're just gonna launch.
Yeah, I didn't even realize the second bit was the galaxy, because the HIP part didn't register, but when I look further I see, oh, okay, I see it's meant to be the galaxy. Got it.
Yeah, but fortunately...
or system, not galaxy, system.
Yeah, but we found out something useful, that you can search for a... Whoops. You can search for a station or a base in system map, and it'll highlight the system you want to go to, so that's useful information.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Me neither.
Oh,
We are
geez,
clear.
you have 3 dislikes on YouTube already.
What?
3 people have disliked this stream.
3 people have disliked the stream.
Yeah, I've never seen people dislike it, but I see 3 dislikes.
Oh, you guys are no fun.
Could be because it's in English. Sorry, guys.
I think
Sorry,
it's just...
I'm a filthy American who can only speak English.
I actually think that it's because we're doing Elite Dangerous and not Flight Simulator.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of joking, but with the English bit.
I've done English streams before.
I wonder if there's any flight simulators where I could be your virtual co-pilot.
Yes, there are, but they cost a lot. So we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do that when you come here.
That I know.
Whoa! That does not look like a healthy sun.
No, it does not.
I can't even... the fuel scoop is not even getting anything out of it, so... we're just gonna continue on.
During my travels, I came across a blue sun that had stuff coming out of it. I was like, oh boy, I better go the other direction.
Yep.
Cause that's hot.
Those are called white dwarves, and they'll fry you pretty quickly.
Yep.
But yeah,
Being familiar with space is useful. Because I know blue means super hot, and red is actually pretty cold in sun
Yeah.
terms.
and it's and for those who don't know, the Milky Way is actually modeled accurately in this game, so the environment where we're playing is the real galaxy where we live, and it's actually possible to go to our local system as well, but you need permissions, or what are they called? You need permits to get there. So I don't have those permits so I haven't gone there. I believe there's no real point to going to the Sol system in the game.
Huh.
So this is one of those highly exciting and fun parts of the streams where you're over almost 400,000 light seconds from where you're going. So you're just gonna cruise. I can also take the headset off for a bit because damn, it's hot in here. The summer just appeared in Finland.
Really?
We skipped spring,
What?
essentially. It was like, it was pretty cold, and now it's in the heat stroke territory, and there was practically nothing in between.
And it's 10 degrees Celsius here currently.
It's like 26 here.
Holy fuck. And yet people are like, why do you want to move to Finland? It's so cold.
Well, it can get,
Have you
but
lived in
your
Northwest?
summers are
It's
way
over here.
way hotter than what we have here.
Yeah, our summer, I hate summers here so much. That's why even though technically winter, when people say winter or summer, I always say winter, even though technically I'm more depressed during winter because of the earlier days. I just hate the hot heat so much when it gets hot that I would rather have winter. Almost. I slightly switched to summer just because of the whole days being longer thing, but I just hate heat. So it's not exactly, yeah.
Yeah, it's but yeah, your summers are hotter and your winters are colder
Yep.
because
Gotta
we're
love the
we're in
Midwest.
the we're in the coastline and you're you're literally in the deep state. Isn't that what it's
Well,
called? I hear
I-
deep state mentioned a lot in American media, so I assume that
I
that's
have
what it
no
means.
idea what that means. I've never heard that actually. But
Really?
it could be because I've always lived near a lake. Lake Michigan. Which is huge. It's almost like basically living on the coast.
Yeah, but
So,
but in
I hear
terms
about the
of
lake effect.
it does have an effect, but not as much of an effect if you lived in the actual coastline. The coastline of a sea, that is.
I'm Googling what deep state is.
I'm really surprised you haven't heard of deep state. That's like the alt-right talking point about the conspiracies and how the
Honestly,
liberal media and industry political system is manipulating everybody and putting chemicals in the tap water to mind control you.
in the United States, the term deep state is used within political science to describe influential decision-making bodies believed to be within government. Oh, okay, these guys.
Yep.
The sheeple stuff.
Yep.
I probably have heard it, but I don't know. It either just didn't really stick with me or what. But I hear it more as big government. Well, no, that's not big government. That's something. Well, whatever. Funny enough, that I can think of right now, I haven't really heard it. But I've also been pretty bad about following news of the political, just the news in general, but mainly avoiding news here, which I know is terrible, but honestly, it just makes me so depressed because I live here that I just can't deal with it on a day-to-day basis. It's just too draining.
Yeah.
It'd probably be better if I didn't live here and reap the consequences.
There was a funny thing in yesterday's Daily Show with Trevor Noah about what was it called? Pure water or clean water or natural water or something like that, where they just take water from a random stream, bottle it in glass bottles and sell it as a highly specialized, healthy, natural alternative to like big state water.
That doesn't surprise me.
And it costs a crap ton. And it's selling
Sure it
out.
does. Oh my god.
It's all fun and games until someone gets cholera.
I honestly don't get that. Like, I know people sometimes diss some water bottles where they're like, it's just filtered water. Well, I would rather have filtered water than gross mountain water, thank you.
Yeah, it depends.
Especially if it's like good filtered water.
In the Finnish
Or
Lapland, you
not
can
all that.
drink from the streams because they're so. At least they don't have any chemical or manufactured waste. But then
Wow.
if like an animal died upstream, then obviously that wouldn't be good.
The river water here is so bad that people kayak or the local college practices their rowing in it. If you fall and get in, you have to get like apparently like a shot or something because it's so bad.
Ah,
I don't know why people go in it. Oh well, to kayak and stuff. There's no swimming.
yeah, you can't drink from the rivers here either, but some freshwater springs you can drink from, mainly in the Lapland, where it's pure enough. But you can swim in the rivers. It might not be pleasant, but you won't get diseases.
Wow.
But
Yeah, no, I don't know how true that is, but I can believe it because the river is kind of disgusting, and like in the corners where trash usually accumulates, you see a bunch of disgusting shit
Yeah.
there, and foam, and yeah.
but we live next to the most polluted sea in the entire world. But the upstream water, like the fresh spring water and the lakes and the rivers are relatively speaking very pure.
Oh, that's good.
Have you gotten more dislikes or any comments or any kind of interaction? Or is this like, this
Nope.
is shit? I think we're being very entertaining. So, just so you know.
All we have is the one watching, which is me, and 3 dislikes.
That's dire. Oh well, we're gonna do this anyway. I'm sure some
Yeah,
people
we're
will watch it
36
on
minutes
YouTube.
in. Like usually when we watch, I see it go from like 1 to 5 or so. So
Yeah,
even when it's in finish.
I'm not exactly hugely popular, but the stream archives get enough views to keep me kind of motivated.
That's good.
Motivated enough to keep doing it.
I will admit I've been adding to those views lately just to listen to finish.
Yeah.
Because for those watching in the future, I am trying to learn Finnish. Because I'm not deciding officially until I visit in September, but I would like to move to Finland. Because I'm a crazy, stereotypical millennial who wants to go to the unproblematic, perfect utopia that is Europe.
Exactly. That is what we are. And let
I
nobody
am
say
joking, by the
anything
way.
else.
If you can't tell my sarcasm, I am joking. I know Europe is not perfect.
Yeah, we just had a Nazi rally in Helsinki the other day. So.
Which,
But we have like
should I
one.
read how Facebook translated that?
Yeah, that's an amusing story.
All right. So let me. Since as mentioned, I am learning Finnish. I don't really know it beyond, moi and huuvapaiva and all that stuff, which I know I'm not pronouncing right. I'm just since I'm in English mode. But hold on a second. Where is it? Here we go. When Pi here shared that post, Facebook automatically translates it as it does. And one of the lines translated to, a horse got out of a racist tuba listening to a loose street.
Yeah, and that's
now, what is that line supposed to be?
That line is supposed to be
I can try reading it in Finnish since I have it pulled up.
Yeah, it's
I'm probably gonna fail.
It's what the sentence means is actually that a horse shat on the street or to the street while some racist was spouting out racist propaganda.
Wow.
It's like there is not a single word in the original Finnish phrase that literally means what it means except the word a horse.
And street.
Yeah, and street. Yeah, that's true. But pretty much nothing else, because it was all like common phrases or are they called soliloquies? Like where
Maybe. Don't ask me about English stuff. I barely know how to speak my own language.
Yeah, but it's like you paint a picture of the situation where the words doesn't literally mean that what it means. Like
Soliloquy might be it.
let's agree that it is that, and then somebody corrects us in the comments, and we'll just keep
As
on
I'm
pretending
sure
that
they
we
will,
were
as they
right.
do. If you want, I can try to read the original sentence, but I'll probably
Sure.
fail. Alright, forgive me as I try, because I might have to try to pronounce it, and then and then, like, correct it as I go. So, I'm pretty sure it's this line, since it has the tuba part. Helvo Celta.
Hevoselta.
Passi. I can't roll my R's, and while I think I'm kind of getting close, I'm not going to try to attempt it on here. Rasistia.
Rasistista.
Tuba. Kunellessa. Lustat. Kadule.
Löysät is the one word.
Okay. Was I okay-ish, considering?
I understood it.
Okay.
Although it probably helped that I kind of remember the original sentence, but considering that you've been at it for like a week or two, that's pretty good.
Well, I could try pulling up something completely different and seeing if you understand it.
Okay, let's do that. Well, actually, let's do it after talking, because I'm about to do the approach. Can you see the distance to the target where we're going?
But I can see it on the stream, but it's probably inaccurate.
Yeah, it's several seconds behind. Although if it's no bother, you probably should check every now and then just to just let audio play from the stream to see that our levels and everything is okay, because I can't do it because it'll echo back to the stream.
Okay, let me unmute then and see. We're actually not that far behind.
Okay.
Because as soon as I hit unmute, it literally said that line you just said.
Okay. Wow. Interesting. But that means that both of us.
And of course, my audio is shit, but we already knew that.
Yeah, and I think I think Elite adds an audio filter so that it sounds like you're talking to me over the radio.
Yeah, I know that for sure, because I know your mic's pretty good, and you definitely have that filter.
Yeah.
So, which, by the way, you should I should try to get a new microphone soon, especially if I join you in streams again in the future.
Yeah. This.
By the way, we have another viewer now, so hello.
Hello.
Or Moy, I should say.
Excellent.
Moy, hey.
Time to get another dislike then.
I'll give it a like, just so we at least have something.
That's very kind of you.
1 versus 3 instead of. I try to like every stream I watch when I'm watching it live. I mean. So.
Cool. So we're about to land on the Corte Real ring, where we'll sell animal meat, and then we'll get something else. But don't tell me what it is yet, because I'll.
Basic medicine.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
No worries. I was just gonna say that you'll have to repeat it, because I'll forget it by the time we land.
Oh yeah, I figured I would have to repeat it. I just thought I'd just throw it out there.
And for that one person.
Oh hey, the person who's watching also gave us a like. Thank you, person who is watching.
Hurrah!
Feel free to say hi in the chat if you want to.
It's a pity like. Those are the ones I live for. Because I can't get anything else.
Aw.
Wait, hold on. Where is the docking on this?
I don't know. I hope my Finnish gets good enough someday to where I could actually somewhat join in. in Finnish. Or Suomi, I should say.
Whoop.
I really should start trying to at least say... I just always feel weird in including another language along with English, even though I know that probably helped me at least register it more. But I don't know what the proper way to do things is, honestly.
I don't either. I've never learned a language formally. Not even English. I just picked up English from somewhere, and I still don't know why I know how to speak English, but I just do.
And you speak it quite well.
Well, thank you. I'm very good
No,
English
seriously,
speaking.
and unless if you try to speak it badly, like just now, I don't think anyone would really be able to tell you you were from another country. If you were, say, here in America.
That is high praise, because the fun thing is that I don't really sound like a Finnish person speaking English. And that is a good thing, especially when... Wait, why are we so far out? Holy crap, let's go back to frame shift drive.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I fucked up on the approach, no worries. There is the station.
You are speeding.
I am speeding. It would be good if you could do some menial tasks like request docking. So I
know.
need to do that.
By the way, I didn't have a problem with remembering to ask for docking. The landing gear still gets me, but thankfully it yells at you. I've taken to starting to hit landing gear after hitting the button to disengage.
Yeah, that works too.
Soon. I know it's a bit too soon, and probably not proper, but at least it's a way to remember.
Well, this is not a hardcore simulation, so proper is whatever works for you.
Fair enough.
Where is the docking port? Good grief. It really helps being on VR when you're doing this, because you can really look around.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
So, but yeah, I really hate that we need to do this, but we probably need to do this because, well, people are watching, and quite a lot of young people are watching. We are not in a relationship.
Have people asked that before or something? When I was just chatting, or is it just...
No, but, you know how people are, especially on the internet.
Yeah, and to be fair, I have already spoke about wanting to move to Finland, and, people only want to make moves like that for romance, because that's the only reason to ever want to move to another country.
I was in Sweden a couple of weeks ago. Well, not even that long, like a week ago. And
yeah, I was about to say, wasn't it last weekend?
Yeah, and if it was as simple as moving within cities within Finland, or no, not within cities, if it was as easy as moving between cities within Finland, I'd totally move to Stockholm. But it is not, so I won't.
Yeah, if I was going for what people, the stereotypical stuff, I would probably do Sweden or Germany or Norway, or I guess the Netherlands too. But meh, whatever. I'd rather move somewhere where I know someone.
Yeah.
Finland is just as good as anything, from what I hear.
What is as good as anything?
Finland.
Yeah. Finland has its problems, but we're gonna get a change in the government.
Unless you guys elect someone like Trump, which wouldn't happen because
No, we're
that's
kicking
only America.
the populists out this time around. Very likely.
Ah,
So, commodities market.
oh hey, someone posted in Cristiano Ronaldo posted Oklahoma, which I don't think I need to run that part of that through
What?
Google Translate.
What did she say?
Let me do Google Translate. Oops, I still have Paiva as my copy paste. Are you gay?
Yes! Yes, I am! I have a girlfriend.
I
And-
wish I had a girlfriend, but I do not.
And we're in a monogamous relationship, so yeah. Me and Arielle are not a thing. But, yeah.
Whoever Christina is not here anymore, so I guess I missed it when she first. Well, I'm assuming female. Sorry, I don't. I'm assuming they left, but yeah. I guess I pronounced that really badly. If you didn't know what I was saying.
It's probably onko homo. Or oletko homo.
No, it's spelled OOTKO.
Ootko homo. Oh, right, yeah, it is.
Oh,
Are
oh,
you a
oh.
homo? Yeah. Such a very original question to ask. We're buying basic medicines,
I guess I'm
or
technically gay. I mean, I consider myself gay, but that confuses people probably because I know in person I always get gendered female, but it seems like if people only hear me, they think I'm male, which I'm not, by the way. So,
are we
hello.
buying basic or advanced medicines?
it's basic medicines.
Okay. Check
Sorry,
your
I'm not doing my job.
check your multi-crew report and see if you got any kickback from the sell we just made.
That would be in transactions, right?
It would be in.
Yep.
Yes.
I got 4,435 CR Wing trade-in independence of
Ooh,
HIP.
Cargo hold.
you're rich.
Capacity.
Imagine that, getting virtual money for just sitting around.
I know. So
So-
I guess you could say you're paying me for my time.
Yeah, I'm sharing
Because it's
the
just
profit.
so boring hanging out with you. It's not like I want
Yeah,
to do
that's
it on a
true.
normal basis.
That's true. That's
Like,
true.
God,
We never play games like this when we're not streaming.
no.
So where are we headed next?
We are headed to Tapopta at Bunch Base.
Yeah. What's spell the
Feel-
system?
TAP.
TAP.
I wonder if good practice too would be trying to say these, spell these using the Finnish alphabet, but I'd probably fail.
Spell the name again because I talked over you like an asshole.
Tapota.
Tapota
Yes.
or Tapota.
Which, if I
Oh.
spelled it, which I found out because I wasn't sure if when learning the Finnish alphabet if that was how you also say the letters or if it was just only doing the pronunciations. But I found out when listening to that Finnish news site you and others recommended with basic Finnish that nope, that is because with how they pronounce USA is USA.
Yeah.
US. Yeah, S.
Or you can say
I think it's what American Axie or something.
you can also say Amerikan Yhdysvallat.
American. What?
Amerikan Yhdysvallat.
I'm okay. I don't think I might. That's gonna take a while for me to remember that.
Are we going to shoot Doc?
We are going to Bunch Base.
Bunch base. What the fuck is that?
It just says Bunch Base. Half Osa.
Okay, so it's on a planet.
Ah.
I wonder which planet.
I guess we'll find out.
Well, we could dock to. We'll dock to Shoot's dock so we can buy the navigational information for this system when we get there. So plot through to that. Whoops, and exit starboard port services, and then we launch. Okay, we're on our way now. Read something in Finnish and let's see if your pronunciation makes it understandable. And I'm not doing this to humiliate you because, you know, you're 2 weeks into this, so...
I think it's more like 3 weeks now. I really need to look when I started doing this so that way I can keep a good track. But I feel like it might be 3 weeks now.
Considering 3 weeks, you're making excellent progress, especially since you're studying it on your own and completely unassisted.
Cool. I think I'll just pull up that news site. I don't know how to... Is it just U-L-E or is it pronounced as a word instead of just...
Yle.
Yle. Okay. I'll just read from there because I don't know where else, what else to pull up except maybe trying to find one of my various textbooks I've saved, thanks to that Discord. But alright. I also always get nervous reading things I don't understand yet because I don't want to accidentally read something weird. But at least with a news article, if I read something weird, it's just, you know, a news article.
Yes, it's topical and important for public discussion.
Yes. Alright, so, I don't know numbers, and this has a number in it, so I'm just gonna have to say it the English way. Well, I know Uxie and Coxie and Zetzimen.
That's good.
So, Bang Pen Procentia Toto Mista on Kunut Terve Ustarkas Successa. I have a feeling I didn't do that last one right, but it's a long word, so Terve Start. No, I'm pronouncing the Y as a Y, not a U. Terve Starka Successa.
Yep.
So what was that title?
Say it again now that you've run through it once, so it's easier to follow the whole sentence.
Right. That would make sense. Yeah, because I want to make sure I try to do it right, so I was going slowly. 20% to Mr. on Keu Newt Terve Ustarksas to Sessa.
Okay, say the very first word again, because I understood everything else except that.
It's vain. So I'm probably just pronouncing it the English way, but it's literally vain. V-A-I-N.
Oh, it's vain 7% työttömistä käy terveystarkastuksessa. Oh shit.
Yeah, so I completely butchered that. It sounds like.
But it was understandable, which tells me that you have actually been practicing, because English-speaking person, if just randomly starts speaking Finnish from the text, you can't understand a word of it. And I understood.
I have been practicing. I've not been doing it recently on the site, but usually I'll press play since they kind of read you through some of the articles.
Yeah.
And, read through. And then, or just listen to the broadcast while quote unquote reading the closed captioning, or just going through reading myself in my head, because I can do it better in my head first, because as you know, my tongue doesn't always agree with me, even in English, because I, speech impediment and being self-conscious because family. Yeah, I can usually pronounce it a lot better in my head, because I just know the gist of how you're supposed to pronounce it based on, listening to you and just working on it and that.
Yeah. But it means that only 7% of unemployed people regularly go to physicals.
Ah, that explains the doctor. I knew it was doctor related based on the stethoscope, but so what was the how am I supposed to pronounce the first word again?
Vine.
Fine. Okay. Yeah, it was hard to see it as anything but bang. So,
Yeah. And then there's words that are words in English, like a lot of words that are words in English, just like that have completely different meanings, like on is
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
And it means a completely different thing.
And
Also,
I keep wanting to pronounce Han as Han, which is more German.
yeah, Han is a male name, not a
Yeah.
word. Let us
I keep
buy
getting that.
the system information.
All right. So here we are buying thallium.
We're not buying yet because... What? No exploration data to buy. Crap.
Oh, sorry. I thought you asked for the data.
No, we're buying navigational data to find the base we're going to, but it does not offer the option. Or
Oh,
is it in Universal Cartographics? No, it's not.
we got a question from Hibiscus X. Hey, are you doing straight up passenger missions?
We are doing trade missions because that way we'll share in the loot. If we do passenger missions, which is usually what I do, because those pay a heck of a lot more, we can't share on the loot. So that's why I'm doing a 6-point trade route.
Yeah, and she wants me to get some credits so I get a bit of a jump start in this game since I'm
Yeah.
brand new. Since you probably haven't been watching from the beginning.
I'm gonna jump out from the VR setting to just look at the database myself to see where we should be going. So we're going to Bunch Base.
Yes.
So
Or I should say, Kula, right? It's Kula.
what? What is
How do you say yes in Finnish?
Kyllä?
Okay, so I was saying it kind of right.
Yeah, but you said Kylä, which means a village.
Ah,
So that's why I was confused, because I thought you were referring to the base we're going to.
so hold on a second. How was that? That sounded almost the same. Kula? Kula.
Yeah,
Kula.
Kyllä
Okay,
instead of Kylä.
I'll try it.
It's the double.
Oh, cool. So, sorry, we got another message from Hibiscus X. Oh, cool. So you're doing a bit of a boost. Okay. Yep.
Yep, indeed.
Because Pi is a good friend. Or should I say P? P? Whatever.
P is what I usually go by. Yeah. So it's in Tapota B3. That's where we're going.
Yeah. I figured, but I'm still trying to figure out if I should say it as such because I've been calling it Pi for so long.
It's actually in our map. I probably didn't have to cheat at all, so let's go there now.
Cool.
Yeah, the thing is, why this confusion and such about my name is because my name is the number or the sequence of numbers, the constant pi, and in Finnish it's pi, and in English it's pi. And if you're wondering what that is, it's, you know, the circumference of a circle, or the radius. Whoa! We just got smashed by that huge ship. It just ran directly into us. That is very improper. But we didn't get any damage and we didn't get fined because I was abiding to the speed limits, unlike someone else.
So how did you say it's pronounced in Finnish again?
P.
Oh, okay, so I did say it right.
Yep.
I thought I heard something slightly different, which is why I freaked out a second.
Yeah, no, but yeah, the number is 3.14159er. And I say niner because of my aviation simulation and aviation enthusiasm, and when you're doing radio transmissions you're supposed to say niner, and it's just stuck. I always say niner instead of nine, and people get confused. What is a niner? I'm like, oh right, it's 9.
I wonder why they say niner instead of 9. Is it like just a clarity thing?
It's a clarity thing because it's more 9 is less distinct than niner. Niner is something you really can't confuse with anything else.
Gotcha.
Except minor, but you don't really say minor in standard phraseology of aviation. That's why I also know the radio alphabet by heart, so that I don't even have to think about it anymore. If I need to spell something, it's like bunch base would be Bravo Uniform November Charlie Hotel base.
Wow. Yeah, I'm just trying to learn the Finnish alphabet.
Yeah, Finnish radio alphabet is completely different, and I have no clue about the Finnish radio alphabet because I never had to use it.
Oh, I just mean the alphabet in general, not the radio
know.
alphabet. Oh, okay.
I know.
I was like, you want me to try to continue reading this article, or just read titles?
Maybe just titles, because to be honest, that particular news article does not interest me in the least.
Yeah. All right. Aitsen Paivana on taas ja tu mitä leja.
Mitaleja is probably the last word.
Okay. And I know that has to do with Mother's Day.
Yeah,
Mother's Day is...
they've handed out medals on Mother's Day again.
Okay. So I didn't butcher that one too badly.
Yeah, it was understandable, which is a very impressive achievement.
Right. This one I might need to try to pronounce out first and then read it, because
Okay.
it's another longer word. Huoka ya. Huoka ya. Huoka ya. I that's probably the best guess I have. Ixi Parisia.
Say the whole thing.
Oh, sorry. Huko Huoka ya Ixi Parisisa.
Something's going on in Paris.
Yeah, I know. I don't think I'm doing the first word right.
Is it puukottaja?
It's Puukkohy. The O of the dots. KK, and then the two A's with the dots, and then a J, and then another A with the dots.
Okay, I have no clue. I need to see it.
Sorry.
I'll look at it when we land, just for reference and learning purposes.
Oh wait, I can probably send it to you in game too.
All right, you can.
Orbital flight engaged.
Okay. Let me go to chat. Shoot, how do I change? Let me go to text chat.
Oh, no wonder. It's one of those
Yeah,
compound words.
I probably butchered that as like hell because a couple of the combinations just got me, and also I'm still working on the whole learning how to pronounce the double letters a bit for the proper length of time. Because when it's pronounced in the language learning programs, they kind of go through it fast, so I don't quite get the timing because if I do it, I feel like it's too slow.
Yeah, it's puukkohyökkääjä.
Puukkohyökkääjä. Yeah?
Puukkohyökkääjä.
Puukkohyökkääjä.
But that's a very challenging word, so don't feel too bad. It's a knife attacker. Or an attacker with a knife.
And then Ixi, or Iski.
Iski is strikes or stroke.
And then I know it's Paris. I knew that. I knew it was Paris. Though I think it's a variation of Paris, saying something is, I guess, happening in Paris or something, whatever. Because I know it's Paris is a bit shorter.
Yeah.
Is it just Parisia? Or, I don't know.
It's Pariisi.
Parisi. That's it.
Yeah. So a knife attacker strikes in Paris, or striked in Paris. Which, in general, is really bad behavior.
Oh?
Well, you shouldn't attack people with knives.
I misunderstood. I thought you said in journaling it's bad behavior, or I thought you were talking about how it was written.
No,
And
it's
then
just...
I quickly realized I misheard. And then I'm guessing Israel won Eurovision based on this title. It's Israel Voiti Eurovisut.
Euroviisut. Euroviisut.
Yeah, I'm still working on the rolling R thing, though I think I watched some videos and such, and I think I might have a better idea, because they said my problem was I was trying too hard to make an actual R sound, but based on what I read and heard, people were like, it's more of a D sound.
Yeah,
or something like that.
it doesn't have anything to do with an English R because
Yeah.
you don't make any sound. You just make. Rrr.
Yeah, I think that's what was tripping me up. So now that I know that, and I saw some exercises, I think I'm closer than I ever was. And
Cool.
I think I may have actually accidentally done it a couple times, at least for a very short time yesterday, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. It's the most common speech impediment in Finnish natives
Yeah.
as well. So.
If anything, it helps me at least say it more correctly, because I would just accentuate the R, but as an English R. So,
Yeah.
but now I know.
That would be pirate speech. Arr.
Yep.
So,
Alright.
we are in Bunch Base. What are we doing in Bunch Base?
We are buying thallium.
Hold on, I'll sell what we have first.
Okay.
We're selling the basic medicines for not a lot of profit at all. And we are buying what? Thallium.
Yep. By the way, we have 3 viewers right now.
Huzzah! Welcome aboard.
At maximum capacity.
And my apologies again that this is not a flight simulator stream, but you know, a little change every now and then, or just a break in the routine, makes me a lot more refreshed in terms of streaming.
Also, it's cool that I can join in.
Yes. So, which system are we going to next?
We are going to Kiram.
Spell that.
Kirram. Kiram. Has an R in it, so I...
Yeah, it would be Kiram if you pronounce it like it was Finnish.
Yeah.
And in Kiram, where are we going?
In Kiram, we're going to Barcelos City.
Barcelos City. Cool. I shall plot a route.
Why is it as soon as I announce that we have some viewers, it instantly goes back down to 2?
Well, that's how it works. People are fickle like that. And also, I don't think the YouTube algorithm is all that great at giving live data, so I wouldn't worry about it. Also, I don't worry about...
because you asked me to do so.
Yeah, just monitor...
Earlier,
yeah,
I think.
that's true. Just monitoring the chat is fun. It's fun to look at the...
That's what I'm focusing on.
Yeah, and it's fun to look at the viewer number every now and then, but I don't, like, what I meant was that I don't obsess over it, because if I started obsessing over it,
Yeah.
I wouldn't do anything else.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging.
And we are
Me butchering
on our
Finnish
way.
is amusing people.
Yes! It's good content. And Arielle is... Virtual Arielle is sitting right there. What? Oh, we need to align with... What are we aligning with? Oh! Gliese is above the horizon now.
4, 3, 2.
And... gone. Getting this jump effect in VR for the first time was kind of exhilarating.
Fuel scooping.
Would you rather agree?
Fuel scooping complete.
I guess. I don't really feel anything when in VR in this game, except I think maybe a little bit when I'm in the station, or when I'm on the planet and have something in perspective, then I'm like, it slightly messes with my head a bit, and that's fun, but other than that, I don't really feel anything.
Yeah,
But remember,
I
I don't
didn't
get motion
exactly
sick or
mean anything. It was just really neat to see the effects.
Oh, sorry, yes, it is really neat to go. I misunderstood what you meant, yes. You slightly jarbled a bit, so I kind of assumed what you were saying.
Yeah, I said exhilarating.
Yeah.
Oh wow, this was a tree jump route. For this trip, that's like we're going on an epic voyage. Whoa, 31 new astronomical objects.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I was about to say, for me, wouldn't that probably be like 21 jumps or something? Just 3 for you.
Yeah, probably. We tried to do some stuff with Arielle as my wing in their own ship, and it really didn't work out because what was like 2 jumps for me was like 22 for Arielle, and that would have taken like an hour to get there. So
Yeah.
that's why we're doing this.
So I know I can definitely buy a new ship after this. It may not be, you know, able to do all that much, but at least it'll be a bit better than what I currently have.
Yeah, and you should really upgrade the frame shift drive.
Yep. Well, I was planning on upgrading the ship and then upgrading the frame ship drive in that ship.
Yeah.
Because
That's what we want to do.
Yeah. So, which actually after this, maybe I might want you to hang out a little bit while I look at new ships.
Sure.
Because while I have a good idea of what to do, at least to look for things that are blue and not red, probably still best to have a little bit of guidance. At least when I upgrade, so I know, you know,
Yeah.
what to do. Orca is a good-looking ship, says Hibiscus X.
Yes, we are flying in an Orca, and that is a very, very neat ship.
Presence crew member disconnected.
Whoa, Arielle just dropped out.
I'm still here.
You
Oh,
dropped
no.
out from the multi-crew thing.
How?
Uh,
It's just showing nothingness. What the hell? I can't do anything.
I invited you back.
I literally can't. I might have to force close out of here and come back in because all I see is a black screen with some stuff. But that's it. I can't do anything.
Okay, well, you do that, and
Yeah, I'm gonna have to force this down and be right back.
okay. And in
Not
the
kidding for now. Not kidding for now. I mean.
Yep. And I'm just gonna hang out here in space. Actually, I'm gonna look if there's what's up in the
Oh, before
stream.
I go, Hibiscus X is asking how much money are you anticipating?
I'm gonna look at the thing so you can disconnect and come
Okay.
back. I won't dock because then we wouldn't share in the profits, and that's kind of the idea, because I'm expecting to make like 1.7 million out of this 6 hop trade route, which is nothing for me but really helps out Arielle jumpstart the game, or playing the game. Chat. Let's view on what. Watch. Face. But yeah, I'm anticipating 1.7 million, which should give like 80,000 to Arielle, which is not a huge amount. Well, it's nothing for me because I have 77.2 million, which for an experienced player, that's nothing. But for Arielle, like 80,000 helps to get the cost to buy and upgrade a new ship. I'm just gonna slowly approach the... Oh, there we go. Welcome back.
Thank you.
So,
I'll need another invite.
Yep. Just a second, it won't let me invite you immediately. I didn't know any of these types of stations actually had large enough docking ports for me to dock there. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it still might not, but it's called Barcelos City, so you'd assume that there's actually a city would have that available. So
Viscous X says, with a smiley face, very cool. It took me forever to work my way to a Cobra back in the day.
yep. These days there's a lot of resources like EDDB to find lucrative routes, and there's some passenger routes that are extremely lucrative, which is what I usually do with the Orca. I just load up a bunch of people on board and go on one of those half-an-hour trips and come back with like 5 million. But I haven't done it recently because the main reason I did it back in the day was to upgrade to Orca and then to Beluga. But Beluga was just too big for anything. it was not.
Yeah.
It was not viable because Orca is fun. It's small enough and just maneuverable enough so that you can really specialize it for, well, not anything. Like, it probably would be a horrible fighter, but I'm just with a few modifications I made this into a fairly okay cargo vessel. Obviously you can make it into a passenger liner, which is the original function of this thing, and you can also make this into a fairly decent exploration ship, which is what I'm planning to do at some point.
Is it still giving you problems of trying to add me?
I just...
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Just got it.
Maybe I couldn't do it
Yeah,
while I
now
was
I
in
know.
FSD drive. That could be the reason.
Ah, that would make sense.
There Arielle is.
Telepresence crew member connected.
Alright, so now time to join my position as a gunner that doesn't gun.
Yes. You do that. Well,
Because we have no weapons.
I have literally never had a gun in this game. Oh,
Well, you had to have, at least on your first ship, because I did by default.
yeah, by default, but nothing beyond that. Okay, our route is a bit busted because I can't dock to this station.
Oh. You're too big or something?
I'm too big, yeah.
Oh.
So we're gonna go to the dish station. Hopefully we'll get a profit from there too. And
Frameshift drive charging.
Hibiscus X asks, are you an open or a private group? Private.
yeah, we're in a private group. I'm not as afraid of
4, 3,
playing in open,
1.
especially since I just usually haul around people, which you can't even steal people. So there's literally no incentive to attack me. except for shits and giggles. So when I do passenger ferries, I can do it in open play, but when I haul around cargo, just in case there's an asshole out there, I don't. Even though we're not really getting anything very lucrative, or we're not hauling around anything very lucrative. I think since our route is busted, I think what we'll do is that we'll land on Dish Station and call it a day for this thing, and that unfortunately mean that you made very, very, very little money, but maybe I read somewhere that the share would be like somewhere around 5% range, but you're getting way less, so we need to do this again sometime with a more lucrative thing, because like doing this for an hour and you getting 4,000 credits is not really worth the trouble, because it's not even helping you that much.
Well, I mean, if you want to still just do whatever for streaming purposes, I don't mind hanging out while you do things that don't give me money.
We can do that, but I quite honestly want to get rid of this VR headset, so and
Okay.
people, and this stream has gotten a lot of dislikes, so maybe we'll just
Well, we're
continue
now
it.
3 for 3.
Yay! But we can keep doing things offline, or
Okay.
well, not offline, but off stream.
Sounds good.
But let's first dock to Dish Station and hope that you'll still get
Still
at
get the
least
profit.
something.
Yeah. Well, like I said, at least I was doing grinding yesterday, so I certainly have enough to buy a new ship, because that
Yeah.
was my goal.
And once you get a better FSD drive, you can really target those very lucrative passenger
Oh, yeah.
routes.
Well, I can't really do passenger even now, I don't think. I didn't really look at them because I don't think I can do passenger.
You can't do yet. You need a bigger ship.
Yeah. But you can help me pick.
Yes. And if you get a ship with multi-crew options, then I can join in on your ship.
Yeah. I was actually looking at ships that had another crew thing for if you ever wanted to do that.
Permission authorized.
Also, Hibiscus X says, look me up in game,
I shall.
and they give their name, Commander Hibiscus. We can bounty hunt or something.
But I don't have any weapons. I can't bounty hunt without weapons. But it would be more than fun to meet in game someday. Where are we going? 10. That's 10 right there. I know I'm being extremely slow about these dockings, but it's just my flight simulator brain just tells me that you need to do this gracefully and carefully, and you want to make beautiful landings instead of just barging in, because that's what you do when you fly things.
I've been trying to make my landings graceful. But it's still not quite plain looking, because like I said, I do a lot of the hovering stuff to line myself up.
Services for more information, Commander.
It takes practice.
Hibiscus X says, just get a pulse wave or get a single shot in, I will kill all of everything. Smiley face.
Sure. You can do it someday, but let's do it someday when Arielle can also join, so when they have a ship that's upgraded enough. Where's the cargo? Let's hope that we are still making profit. This is
Yeah,
actually the
hopefully.
most profitable most profitable route, or hop in the entire route. So
Good. Alright, so just close out of our route and all that then?
yeah, sure. Let's see what you got from that. Whoa, you got 7,000 for just this one thing.
Nice.
Anyways, thank you to everyone joining us in the
Thank
stream. Yeah. I'll meet you guys with a more regular content. At least the regular viewers of this channel, you'll get your airplane flying next. But thanks to Arielle for joining, and I'll see you next time.
Bye.